Hello, hello. Jesus, Poop. Poop's got the couch all fucked up, but that's okay. How is everyone today? How is everyone? Happy Sunday. What is there, a fucking delay? Because I'm here. I'm here. How is everyone? I don't have my video edited, so I'm like, I'll just go live. Poop's drinking water right now. Can you hear? You're trying to survive the 84-degree weather. It's about that now too. It's 80 something right now where I am. Don't you touch that screen, Poop. Get away from the screen. She sabotages me with that screen. Get away from that screen. You see the tape I've got on that screen? Because she put her damn face through it. It's the third time she's done it. I just ordered a screen fixer that I gotta fix because of you. She don't care. She was always sabotaging me. Stop, drop, and roll. We're getting our shit today. That's right, Hawkeyes. That is right. Begivka. Yeah, she gets water all over the place too. Literally everywhere. Nothing annoys me more because you know I wear indoor shoes, right? I'm never barefoot. Unless I'm in the shower. Or I'm in the sack, if you know what I'm saying. But other than that, I always have shoes on. So I always slip. It's like she does it on purpose to set me up. Thank you, Hawkeyes. Smash the like button for Kim. I love you, girl. Thank you. Are you saying hi? You coming to say hi, everyone? You making an appearance? Huh? You making an appearance? She says hi. She wants to know how everyone's doing. She is judgmental, Poop. Huh? Are you judging? You judging everybody? Tell them. Yell at them. Look at that face. She's judging. She's judging us. Huh? You giving everybody side eye? All right. I know she does. She does like that I'm talking about her, huh? Why don't you clean up the living room since you've got it all a mess? Huh? Why don't you do that while I'm doing this, Poop? Why don't you clean up? Yeah? She's so cute. Okay. Yeah, Poop's up there like, I hope y'all ain't checking the 3D. Exactly. She's going to go fuck something up right now. She is something else. What you got? You got a toy? You bringing me a toy? She's so fucking cute. Okay. Sorry, Poop. I gotta work. Okay? Here, I'll take it. Ready? Okay. She ain't gonna go get it. All right. Let's see. Marie T, thank you very much. Kim, event went horrible. I scripted and got into a good state. Found out there is a 3P. You're gutted. Please help. Marie T. It's on my T, Marie. Marie T. Are you letting the 3D destroy you right now? Are you letting the 3D destroy you? Listen, I know it sucks, okay? I know it sucks that the event did not go the way you had planned. But Marie T, let me ask you this. Truthfully. She does, Ramsey. Let me ask you this. If I could get inside your mind, let's go the last 3 months. We'll say 3 months, okay? Be safe, right? 3 months. Being in the actual state, or a beneficial state, being actually there, or being in victim state, worrying about shit. What's the percentage that I'm going to find over here in victim state? What's the percentage? What are you going to do when I manifest the ability to get inside your heads and actually see where your mind's been? What are you going to do then? Now, I feel comfortable in saying there's probably a good chance I'm going to see a high percentage over here. We do not care that there's a 3P. We do not care. Does that stop you from getting your manifestation? No. No. 3Ps don't mean shit. That's why we don't call them by their useless fucking first names. Because we do not care what their first name is. They are inconsequential to our manifestations. It's the worrying and the fearing over them that makes them relevant to our manifestations. But honestly, they are insignificant, inconsequential, unimportant. Because we're going to fucking eliminate them right on out of the equation. Okay, so now you know. Now you know there's a 3P. I'm sure your mind at some point had been worrying about something like that happening. And okay, boom, it manifested. Okay. So now we just pick ourselves back up and get back on our game. We don't give up. We don't look at 3Ps as if that's it. That's it. Manifestation fails. We quit. No. We do not. We do not accept a reality that we don't want to be in. And we don't want to be in a reality where SP has a 3P. So we need to start doing what? Actually getting in to a more beneficial state where you see yourself as the version of yourself that has the manifestation. That's your job. That's the goal. Is putting yourself in your 4D, delusional as hell, go up in that 4D and stay there. And stay there. Things in that 3D will change. A bridge of incidents will come and clean up the mess we created by manifesting a 3P. Because we are the only cause of what we create or what we experience in our 3D. We're the only cause. It's just us. We're the gods of our realities. We're the soul creators, whatever you feel comfortable with if you don't believe in God. So, or higher power, or, biggest energy. We are it. So, yes, does it suck tits that the event did not go as you had wished? Yes, it does. But does that mean your manifestation's over and it's failed? No. It means get back to work. Get back to work and realize staying in a victim state doesn't necessarily bring us, pretty pictures and flowers and gifts. Staying in victim state 24/7 brings us shit we don't want. The 3D will always reflect what state we're in. Okay? So no giving up. Get back on your game. Celia. Oh, that's got to be a French name. And of course, I can't say it, even though I took French for 3 years. Celia Poirier Maurice. And I don't really know if that's proper. But I know it's not Poirier. It's Poirier or something like that. But there's no... I don't see one. I don't see anything. I just see the super chat. So did you repost? You are French! Knew it. Where's your post? Okay, I see it. I can't Love you. Love you too, you French goddess. I was friends with benefits with SP, and he just told me he met someone he likes a lot. Any advice? I need a slap in the face. Well, I will take pleasure slapping you in the face. Okay, let's do it. We do not give a rat's fuck what he says. We don't care. You're worrying, and I don't even need to ask you if you were. You were. Because if you were in a friends with benefits scenario that you might have enjoying the benefits side of it, but you wanted more, I'm sure. You wanted a more of a fulfilling relationship with that person. So I'm sure your mind has been in a place not so beneficial, and maybe the fear or worry that he would find someone else and be more in love with them. And I'm sure we marinated in places where we were concerned about being in the friends with benefits situation. And so that's how this showed up, is what I'm trying to say. That's how this showed up in the 3D. No biggie. No biggie. Listen, they're only ever reflecting us, right? So your job is to do what now? Your job is to now get yourself into the state of the woman or man who has it all. And no, you don't have to be there 24/7, just for what it's worth. I don't ever put the pressure on yourself of having to be in this state 24/7. No, we just got to get you there a little bit. Let's get there a little bit every day. And then by doing that alone, we'll start changing your dwelling state. In my opinion, and I know that Neville agreed, like how I said it was me first, but it was really Neville first. The dwelling state is the most important state because it's your autopilot. It's where we go back to. It's the first place we go when we're getting triggered. Down into autopilot, down into possible shit mode. But we can change that dwelling space by going to our most beneficial state every single day. Not worrying about holding it, just get there. Get there a little bit every day. That's how we change that dwelling state. And that is the place where we are in most of the time. And so we want to be creating from a more beneficial state, right? Just falling into victim state doesn't destroy our manifestation. It doesn't. But you will see how quickly things will change when you spend more time, more dominant time in a more beneficial state. It might not bring the instant manifestation, but your 3D will begin showing you evidences that you're in a more beneficial state. So the truth, and it's not, I'm teasing you a little bit, but it does not fucking matter what he said to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's going to end up reflecting your state regardless. So just make that your primary focus. And by state, I mean the version of yourself that has the relationship of your dreams, the relationship that you want with him. My biggest advice would be to no longer title what you and him have had as friends with benefits. I would drop that immediately because that's what has perpetuated that scenario. I would be getting your mind into it's, a loving, fulfilling relationship. And yes, the 3D might not be showing you that, but it will. If you are dominantly more in that mindset, that 3D will change. I do regret that I never recorded my life and my relationship so that I could show you how it changed because of my change. But it can dramatically change. It may be even difficult for you to even envision your SP as this version that's head over heels in love with you. You might have difficulty getting there in your mind, and that's okay. Listen, as long as you can get yourself to the place of, I know if I work at this every day, things will have to change because my dwelling state's going to change. Do you see what I'm saying? You work at that every day, things will change. Meaning if as far as you can envision is, I know if I do this every day, meaning you can't even get there. You can't even get your mind seeing what the relationship would look like. And that's okay, because I couldn't either when I was in solo number 2. I couldn't see it because I was so triggered by my 3D and my circumstances being in a solo vacation that all I could do was get to a place of, I know that if I do this every day, things will start changing. I'll start changing. Simple as that. And things did start changing. And I got him back shortly after that. Within a few weeks of me diligently doing that every single day, doesn't mean I held it all day long. I would fall right back out and be a hot mess express. But I made it a part of my absolute, like, first thing in the morning, I went there. Meaning trying to get, and like I said, if you plug away at that every single day, things have to start changing. And it will become more easy for you to actually get into that state, actually seeing that version of yourself, having the relationship with him, the version of him you prefer, right? We don't prefer the version of him that's perpetuating friends with benefits anyway. We don't want that version of him. We want the version of him that's head over heels in love with us, right? So that's going to be your focus. That's going to be your goal. Getting into a more beneficial state. Okay? Things will get better. Sammy Jammy. Thank you very much. SP being hot and cold. How to get him to conform. Sammy Jammy, what are you doing to change you? What are you doing to change you? This right here is the prime example of why specific people do not change the way we want them to. Is because we put all of our energy into focusing solely. Hear that word solely? I don't mean you can't put any focus on them. I'm saying those of us who solely focus on SP and never turn the camera or the focus on yourself, that is why it doesn't work, or it works in pieces. You get them in, they're nice for a day, they're hot for a day, and then they go back to cold. Hot and cold behavior is a direct reflection of your own hot and cold thoughts, your own hot and cold patterns around manifestation. How you're thinking of him, hot and cold. One day you're into it, you think this is working, you love manifesting. The next day, probably because he shows up like shit, you fall off the wagon, you start doubting whether this even works, and you waver, you sway in the wind. Hot and cold. They're the direct reflection. My advice to anybody wanting a specific person to conform is you must change you. If you never address yourself, have fun with that. Have fun with it. Because I'm telling you, if they are our reflection, how do we never look at ourselves? And we put all our focus on them, and we lose our shit when they're not showing up right. When we are manifesting relationships, a specific person in general, yes, the first thing we should do is be looking at what are our patterns around love and relationships. We should look through our past and see how relationships, lasted, how they ended, how you were treated. And then we should be looking at the assumptions we're holding about that person in general, right? We look at both things. But the reason why we look at these patterns is because everything begins with us. So if you're still of a mindset where you think he's not changing, one day he's great, the next day he's an asshole, he won't change, it's not working, I'm sick of feeling like this, I'm sick of being on this roller coaster. Okay, so then what are you doing to address you? I'm telling you 100% total truth that when you are truly in the woman or man who has it all state. When you get there, you absolutely, unequivocally stop giving a shit about that 3D. It's not even a question in your mind on whether SP is going to start showing up better. You just fucking know it. You have this unbelievable knowing, like zero questions, zero doubts feeling in your body. You sincerely do. And you don't care what's happening out here in the 3D because you know you're getting what you want, because you know you already have it. So when we're in a space where we're questioning, you know, SP still hot and cold, what the fuck? And like I said, listen, I'm not picking at you because there's so many people feeling the same way, girl, okay? But when we're sitting in this space of, what's up, SP ain't changing, I'm sick of this shit, instantly, with that question, you instantly know what state you're truly embodying. Do you see what I mean? And if they are always our reflection we need to get into a more beneficial state, we do that by addressing everything that's going on within us. Everything that's going on within us. All of our thoughts, fears around specific person and around love and relationships. And we address them all. Because it's only us projecting out, right? They just reflect back. They are not giving us love. They are not taking love away from us. Everything is within ourselves. They just reflect. And when you really, really think about it from that perspective, you snatch all that power back away from them. You snatch it right back. And you realize everything's with you. Everything is absolutely with you. They cannot, honestly, take anything away from you. And they're not giving you anything either. I know it feels like that, you know, hey, I want this relationship. I want to experience love with this person. That's awesome. You can have that. But stop looking at them like it's them giving it to us. Take the logical, literal thinking out of the equation. When we look at them and are wanting, you know, what the fuck with this hot and cold behavior shit? What the fuck? I want it to stop. We're back into 3D logical thinking. And we don't live there anymore. We live above. We live in 4-5G. Where things aren't logical and literal and don't always make sense. But what we do know is that if we keep our focus on who we are, meaning our state, who we're embodying, it will project out. And our people, our SPs, will reflect back our version. That's what we know. How it happens out here is not our job. So don't get into the cycle. Bitch, did you just push that again? Tell me you did not just do that again. To wag your tail like you're happy. We get into the cycle of trying to make sense of 3D. It ain't gonna make sense. We've got bigger and better things working out here for us. Okay? So, start sincerely focusing on yourself. It's okay to have focus on SP a little bit too. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying everything is coming from you. So we should be looking here. Okay? Tell me you did not just push that out again. I'm pretty sure she did. Hold on a minute. You are something else, woman. Jesus, oh. You're killing me. I literally just rigged it. I swear she does it on purpose, just to fuck with me. She is being sassy. Lone wolf, she is. She's fucking setting me up for a sabotage. Nicole Betch. Oh, Jesus. I could tell a joke about pizza, but it's too cheesy. Next. No, I'm on a live stream. Haley Quinn, thank you very much. Come. I don't get how to shift a state. I think you mean Kim, but that's okay. I watched your vid over and over. You know I read these exactly like they're written, Haley. Let's start over because I want to laugh again. Come. I don't get how to shift a state. I watched your vid over and over, but I don't get it. I just say, nothing to worry. I got SP because I'm God. So I don't need to affirm, etc. I think I am confused. Only met SP once in my life. Oh, Haley. You know I love picking. You know I love picking on people. You know I love teasing. All right. So, you don't get how to shift a state. And you've watched my video and you still don't get it. Did you just go do it again? Stop it! All right. So, I just say nothing to worry. I got SP? Because I'm God? I mean, you know, I would say that's like a fraction of it. That's like a fraction of it. It's a little more than just saying, you know, nothing to worry about. I got SP. That's me and body in the state. A little bit more to it, just, you know, little teeny, you know, just saying, just, you know, a little bit more. That could be why you're not feeling fulfilled from this embodying the state shit, right? I get it. So, you know I'm teasing you, right? Okay, I'm teasing you. So, embodying the state is, can you use affirmations to help get you into a state? Absolutely, yes. If that's your thing. I'm not much of an affirmer, but, you know, anything we're saying is technically an affirmation when you really get all technically about it, right? So, and what I mean by saying affirmation, some people like to literally start saying their actual affirmations to help get them there. And that's fine. Whatever tool you want to use will help get you there, right? But I want you to think of it from this perspective. It's more than just saying that, okay? I want you to take a minute, and even if you're going to write it down, that's fine. I was someone who liked to write things down. I want you to seriously, for a minute, literally think about, how would I think and feel if I had my manifestation right now, like it just showed up right now. I want you to sit with that for a minute. And I want you to write down how you think you would feel. And then after that, I want you to ask yourself, how would you think and how would you feel if you had that manifestation, but it was a month down the road? Month down the road. Or 2 months down the road, your choice. How would you feel then? And the reason why I suggest doing it from the 1 month or the 2 month down the road is because you want this to feel as natural as possible. You want to feel like it's normal and natural for you to have that manifestation. So maybe thinking of, you know, I would be excited, I'd be, you know, head over heels in love. Okay, but how about a month down the road? You'd still be in love, I'm not saying that. But you would be like in the knowing that this is mine. That's my husband. This is our life together. You see what I'm saying? Now I want you to see that for a minute. I want you to see yourself a month down the road. So if you're not a visualizer, write it down, right? You can still immerse yourself in it while you're writing. And then, okay, then I want you to mentally step into that and see if you can feel it in your body. Now, I'm not telling you feelings are the, you know, I need you feeling your body all the time. That's not what I mean. But this is a way to get you into that version of yourself so that we're not always thinking from the perspective of someday I'll be that. Someday I'll be that version. No, fuck that. You can step and feel that version now, so that you're thinking from having it, not of the possibility of maybe it can happen. And don't worry if you don't get there the first time you try it. It's okay. That's why I bring up that when I was in solo vacation, I could not go there. I couldn't embody that feeling. I couldn't even comprehend it. It hurt me. It hurt my gut. It hurt my heart to even think. I know that sounds fuckery, right? It does. It sounds fuck. But it hurt me to think of me and him together, because we weren't together in my 3D. And I was still very attached and triggered to my 3D. And this is why I know you can walk your way there. You know, it's the diligence of doing it every day. You know, you some of you out there, you got no problem sleeping to your night tapes. You got no problem reading off your affirmation lists every day. Add this. Make this the first thing you do, because this is what's going to change your shit. This is what's going to change it quicker. It just is. It just is. So, and like I said, I couldn't get there. I walked my way there by doing it every day. That's what I mean. When I say baby steps, I mean I plugged away at trying to embody that version every day. And, you know, I see some of you writing circumstances in the chat, and those circumstances don't matter, and they shouldn't be, you know, regularly in your mind when you're trying to embody the version of having your desires. When we say circumstances don't matter, they don't matter. They don't matter. What matters is why they manifested. Have we addressed that within? Okay? But, so, hopefully that makes sense. Write it down, right? If you're not someone who regularly visualizes, that's fine. I found writing it down helped me get to immerse yourself in the actual manifestation of you having it, of what it would feel like to have it. How would you carry yourself? How would you think to yourself? You know, if your goal is to be married, okay, how would it feel to really be married? How would it feel to be married to that person that I want? Now you got it? Good. So if embodying the state never really clicked, but you want it to click, try that. Okay? And that was me. That's what I did. And don't stress yourselves out if you can't instantly go to that end. That's okay. We'll work at that every day. You eventually will be able to get there. Your world will start changing regardless if you start diligently plugging away at this every day. I'm telling you, I lived it. I experienced it. So I know it'll work. That's why I share all my fuckery, all my fuck ups, so you guys don't have to. Know what I'm saying? All right. Bizad or BD. Thank you very much. Kim, when are you coming to India? Come to my land, please. I would love to come to India, okay? I would love to do a damn world tour. A Manifesting with Kimberly manifestation tour. And someday we're going to make that happen. And I will fucking come to India. And you and I will hang out. I want to meet all HBICs. I would love to throw like a mega party where we're all drinking mega pints. And we're all chilling, talking about manifestations. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm totally down for it. I'm totally wanting it. I want to go everywhere. I want to travel everywhere. So, someday I'll be there, okay? Someday I will. And we will chill. Roving Raven, thank you very much. What's my ego head saying if SP acts like a jerk when he normally doesn't? Usually respectful, but one day out of 2 years, he acts like an ass. So just one day of him acting like an ass. Okay, first of all, I would not start panicking like we've got, a medical emergency on our hands. We had one day. You're still having some form of an experience. You're still having a human experience. So there will be human moments. And sometimes someone acting like a twat is unfortunately a part of our experience. And that's nothing really more than that, especially if that's not his normal behavior. What I don't suggest you do is start giving that a meaning. Don't start giving that a meaning. And let me just say this. There is, let me say this. When you went on your road trip, that I won't throw out there all the details of unless you put it out there on the public live stream. When you went on your road trip and were on the way home, your mind was in the toilet, right? And I'm sure there's been other times throughout your manifestation journey, and that's not me pointing at you. Every fucking one of us has had our head in the toilet at some point. Let's just be real, right? If you were to look back over the entire time, or no, how about just the last year? Just the last year with SP. I'm sure there have been a decent amount of moments where you were concerned were how things were going. You know what I'm saying? It could be nothing more than a one-off from those compiled together. There's a reason why we don't have to fear our every single thought, right? Because it's not every single thought that manifests. But I'm sure there's more than one time in the last year that you were concerned about things, and that can pump something out. Nothing more than that. The way I would look at it is he's never this way. It's not a normal part of his personality. So I'm chopping it off as a one-off, and he's never going to be that way again. He's just having a bad day. Because keep in mind, they are still humans. They're not puppets. And I know you know that. They're not puppets. They're not. They still have thoughts. Are we giving them thoughts? Yeah. Hello. Right? Thought transmission. It's happening because of the way we're connected, right? All connected to the one source, the one consciousness. But they're still humans. So, like, for example, with my own SP, has he ever been, like, truly mean to me? No. I mean, I thought Solo Vacation was mean, but he wasn't even mean then. But I thought it was mean. But you know what I'm saying. Regardless. Other than that, I've seen him in a pissy mood, and maybe his tone of voice I haven't been crazy about while he's in his pissy mood. But I try not to ever give it more meaning, and then it usually dissipates. See what I'm saying? But I think that, listen, if I was to, and I'll go back to my first year with him. If I smelled the pissy mood, I would marinate and make it about me. I would marinate, and I would tell myself he's acting that way because he doesn't want to be with me anymore. And he just doesn't want to hurt my feelings and dump my ass. I'm telling you, I thought terrible thoughts my first year with him. Yeah. So see, marinating in it can create more of it. Calling it a one-off, or that it has nothing to do with us, gets his ass back into a normal mood. I wouldn't put any more meaning to it. There could be something going on in the, at home, at work, that just has him in a pisser mood. I wouldn't give it more meaning. I wouldn't spend the time that, because I know you are spending time trying to get to the heart of why that happened. I wouldn't. If this was something you were dealing with like daily or even weekly, okay, yeah, we want to sit with it. We want to dissect. But a one-off, there you go. I gave it a meaning that he was having a shit day due to 3P, and he just took it out on me because I am his rock he leans on. Fine. And I would let it go from there. So it's not going to be a part of your state, not your dominant state. It's nothing more than that. Let me say this too, and this is more for everybody else listening, in case, especially if we're rewatching this. Don't ever forget they're still humans. I know you overanalyze. Look at what your career is. That head of yours is highly intelligent and always running. Clickety clacking, clickety clickety, right? You're like, what do you call it? One of them like geniuses. So that mind's always going. So I get it. But don't ever forget, guys, that our people, our SPs, our family members, our friends, our co-workers, they are still humans. You know what I mean? They are still humans, and they're still having human experiences, along with us. It's just we run our reality. We run this shit. And we're choosing which version, or selecting and choosing, Kim, same fucking thing. We're choosing which versions of them we prefer, but they're still going to, get up and take a shit every morning or every evening. They're still going to do human things. So you're having an experience. Yes, we're manifesting. Yes, we can experience any one of our dreams and desires, but it's still going to be a natural 3D experience for us. So the reason why I just said to Ramsey, or Roving Raven, sorry girl, not to marinate it, because we don't want to create a story that's his personality, right? We want to, just one off, nothing more to think about, blah, 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 blah. Because that's kind of what we all kind of fall into, is when we see one thing we don't like in our 3D because it bothers us. And Roving Raven, I don't think that this is what you're doing. I'm just saying for everybody else listening. We see one thing we don't like, we'll say with a specific person, we don't like that they showed up like this. And then we start like changing and curtailing our manifestation games. Like, this goes back to putting out fires. We start changing our manifestation games to take care of that one thing, so I never, ever, ever, ever experience it again. And honestly, all we're doing is we're taking our focus off our end on the actual desire we want, and we start trying to control everything in the 3D. And what you don't realize, that you have total control by letting it go. Not letting go of your manifestation, like don't think about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying letting it play out. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the one-off, he's in a busy mood today thing. Don't give it more meaning. Don't give it more focus, so we don't create a story of it, and things will flow. Things will flow very easily. Always remember, you're having a 3D experience. You're still having some kind of an experience. So, I don't, that's making sense, right? That's making sense. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay. Awakening to love. Thank you very much. Queen Mama Kim. I like that. So much love. Well, thank you. So much love to you. Need to manifest a new rented place by end of month. Budget and location not matching. Feels practically impossible. How do I still manifest within a deadline, please? You immediately stop saying that it's practically impossible. That needs to drop from your friggin' vocabulary immediately. Don't put conditions on your manifestation. Remember, if you were not here earlier, I mentioned, well, I'm here on the toilet flush, so now I just lost my train of thought. Shit! It'll come back to me. Don't put limits on our... Oh, now I remember. Wait, do I remember? Or did I just forget it again? Oh, fuck. Man! And I had that zhuzh feeling in my stomach, so I knew it was going to be something good. Damn it! Oh, okay. Remember, this is what it's like to hang out with me all the time, okay? All right. Don't... I just forgot it again. Oh, okay, wait. Oh my God, I got to get it out before I fucking forget it again. Okay, so don't try to make sense of everything. Remember, we're in the 3D. Okay, we're living in the 3D. You're experiencing 3D, so everything doesn't always have to make sense. So just because you haven't found anything that's within your budget, in the location you want, doesn't mean it's actually really impossible. Okay? That's you looking at things from a 3D logical literal mind. Our job is to put ourselves in the 4 or 5D, put our focus up there. See what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? I am like this 24/7, just so you know, okay? When I record videos, there's a lot of fucking editing because of all my stops, because I lost the point I was making. So, oh, I need another drink. Hold on. Okay. So, if there's a specific place that you want to live, okay, then I would be, putting your focus on, like say, like you already know what the layout looks like and blah, blah, blah. See yourself as living there, right? See yourself as living there. Tell yourself, I prefer, if I'm going to affirm it all or script affirm in past tense, because it makes me feel like I already have the manifestation. So I would be affirming or scripting affirming that, you love your new place. It came right at the right time. It was absolutely so reasonable. The rent was so reasonable. It came so quickly. I would be focused there. I would not keep focusing on how, it's impossible. Nothing's showing up. It's so hard for me to find a place. I wouldn't do that. See, that's another... Really? It's next door. The dog's barks or she barks. So, wait, what? Oh, I can't. Okay. So, we all get in a habit, like I just said, that if we see things in the 3D, wait, Annie, can I drink? It's only 1 or 2 ish. A regular drink, bitches. Regular drink. She did give me a dirty look, Heidi. She's always judging. Look at her. She's always judging us. Oh. Okay. We get so used to just staring at the things that are not what we want in the 3D. We focus there. We focus more on what we don't want or what we're afraid of or, what we think isn't going to manifest instead of focusing on the having. Thank you. You like them? Thank you so much. See what I'm saying? So you, no matter what your 3D circumstances are saying to you, there's nothing wrong with you contacting the brokers, right? There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that because that could be a part of your bridge of incidents. I realize that people say, and even I've said, we don't have to take action for our manifestation to come. True. But we will receive inspired action that you won't even think about. You'll just do it. And then the hindsight is how you realize that it was, inspired action for your manifestation. So I see nothing wrong with you contacting places still to find a new place to live while at the same time affirming that you have your end. I don't think that that's fuckery in your manifestation. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you still want to, if you feel like it is and you're uncomfortable with it, it's your reality. So you do what makes you most comfortable. Just because it wouldn't be, I wouldn't even think twice about it. Of course, I would still be looking around for places. Because I like looking at floor layouts. I like doing things like that. I know I would still keep doing it. And I wouldn't stress that it was fucking with my manifestation. See what I'm saying? It's literally the law of assumption. It's what you as an individual believe to be true for you. So if it makes you feel like it is, then don't do it. Your manifestation can still show up. You know what I'm saying? It's all in what you, specifically you, think. So focus on already having it. Already living there. Nothing to worry about. It all worked out. Because everything always works out for me. I always get what I want, right? The God within us or our subconscious mind always provides. There's nothing for us to stress. we allow the 3D to stress us out. But if we really would just give in to the manifestation game itself, we wouldn't stress about anything, because we would just know everything always works out for us. See what I mean? You see what I mean? KM, thank you very much. Random guys being flirty and nice. State is good. Well done, KM. Hello. What is that? BBL. I couldn't think. I wanted to say be right back. BRB. Yeah, BBL. Good. Did I say BLB? Did I say BLB? I meant BBL. It's going to be one of them days. Oh, dear. Well, that's good. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, no. It just updated. Whoopsie. Fucking duck. All right, hold on. I got to go to the other screen. Okay. Salty. I don't see anything. I see blank. Salty. Nothing for you, Salty. What's going on? No message. What is going on? Sarah M, thank you very much. SP just started a relationship with a girl that I was worried about. They barely knew each other, and somehow she came into his reality unexpectedly. Really? Crying for days. I'm scared I can't fix this. Well, first of all, Sarah M, let's roll back. SP just started a relationship with a girl that I was worried about. They barely knew each other, and somehow she came into his reality unexpectedly. Because she didn't show up unexpectedly. I know. Okay, I'm fully believing that you know that. Okay. Okay. You worried. And now she's here. Okay. So, I know you know that. You've been crying for days. You're scared you can't fix this. Well, let's just be real here. You're worrying about it. You're worrying about this girl. Manifested it. So you know you can manifest. You just did it. So we can even look at our shitty manifestations and realize it's us doing it. She saw him at a party years ago, thought he was too old, but I got worried, and now she came because I did that. I'm so mad at myself. Well, personally, don't waste your time being mad at yourself. Don't waste your time being mad at yourself. To me, listen, in all reality, I don't blame my fucking self for shit that I've manifested. I accept that I can see how my thinking or my state created it. But I don't spend relentless time beating myself up for what's manifested. I don't think we need to do that. I don't. So I don't think that you should be beating yourself up. I think you should just be back on your manifestation game. It's okay to have the emotions and the feelings you're having over it, right? Our feelings are always valid. I know you're probably worried. I know this probably hurt your feelings, and I get all that. But once the emotions are out, it's time to get back to work. It's time to go back to work. It's time to put our mind in the right place. It's time to start embodying being the version of yourself that has your person. You've probably been embodying a version of yourself that does not have your person. You've probably been in a state where you've been in fear of third party, which is not you being the version of yourself that has your desires. I just don't know how to get rid of her and how to get him. Now I affirm I'm chosen, that he only wants me, but then I just start crying, right? Because that's not the state you're in. You're not in a state where you feel chosen. You're in a state where you do not feel chosen. You're in a state of panic and fear that you're not going to be able to get rid of third party. So the state you're in, listen, all of our thoughts are products of the state we're embodying. So have your emotions, have your feelings, okay? And start baby stepping your way back to a more beneficial state. So even if the only place you can get to is knowing that making your state your priority is eventually going to get you what you want, even if you can only go there, because that's as far as I could go. Start doing that every day. Start seeing yourself as someone who gets what she wants, that the law of assumption or manifestation works for you. You know it works for you because it works good or bad. No, it's embodying that version of their self. If you rewind, I went through it completely for somebody else. So if you want to stay live with us for now, fine. But when it's done, go all the way back. I went into specific detail on, a way to get yourself into the state. You're being too hard on yourself. You've probably been very married to your 3D for a while. And listen, we're all guilty of it. We're on our manifestation games. We all are guilty of being married to our 3D. And that's probably what you've been doing, and that's why it manifested. So listen, just this is why I say make your state your priority, because you can affirm, but still be in victim state and stay there. And chances are when you're affirming, when you're really hurt, when you're really upset about something, affirming doesn't always get us out of it. A lot of times our ego, which is, think of your ego as your little self, your little girl, your little boy self. Your ego instantly starts throwing shit at you. This hasn't worked. It hasn't worked yet. You're never going to get him back. This is so hard. You don't have the power to do it. You're not strong enough to do it. You're not strong enough to get change. See what I'm saying? That's your fearful little girl or little boy self, scared of you shifting your state because they're afraid of change because of the experiences we've had in our life. But doing it every day, no matter what, will start changing things in your 3D. You do know what you're doing. You do have the power to do it. You are strong enough to do it. It's diligence. It's no different than starting a workout program or starting a diet or starting anything, any new regime in your life. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's diligence, doing it every day. But when you make how you're thinking and feeling, the state you're embodying, your priority, you will notice quicker results out in the 3D. Just affirming, or just scripting, just visualizing, to me, is the long road. But being mindful of what state you're embodying, the who you're being, the version of you that you're identifying yourself as, seeing that for what it really is, seeing who you've decided to be today, who you're telling yourself you are, you make that priority, and then do your affirmation, scripting, visualizing, whatever. Make that your number one. Then do all that other stuff after. you will see change. But never addressing the who you're identifying yourself as is the real long way of doing things. It has been, in my experience, when all I did was script, yes, I manifested. And I believe that everything I write manifests. I have that belief. But when I went to states and started paying attention to who I'm identifying myself as, it was like a fucking rocket ship in my 3D. It felt like a rocket ship. It felt like a fucking jet engine. Because think about it. Affirming, but still thinking of yourself as someone who doesn't have what they want. Affirming. It's not to say you're never going to change by affirming. I don't mean it that way. But do you see how it can be slower? Affirming, and realizing I am the version of myself who does get what she wants. And I believe that, and I'm embodying that version of myself. And affirming is like having a jet engine on the back of your, like, I don't know, like wings, like propellers, whatever. That is the key. Who are you being today? Who are you being? Who are you identifying yourself as? See what I'm saying? Who are you today? Okay? You're the woman that has large sums of money coming to you. Yes. Yes. Okay, Sarah? Don't panic. Don't panic. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay? I mean it. You can do this. You can do this every day. Angel, thank you very much. I get stressed sometimes thinking I'm not doing enough or acting like a successful businesswoman. My thoughts are more than enough, right? Wait a minute. I get stressed sometimes thinking I'm not doing enough or acting like a successful businesswoman. Meaning, are you embodying that? You're embodying the version of yourself that is a successful businesswoman? Is that what you're saying? And if you are doing that, yeah, that's enough. Every morning when I wake up, I literally, fuck the 3D. It's literally probably the first thing that comes out of my mouth in the morning. I'm not even kidding. Fuck the 3D. And I am the woman who gets what she fucking wants. And in my mind, I am selecting to be that version of myself. And my thoughts are a product of the state I'm in. So if you're feeling like you're not doing enough, you feel like you should be doing something more, then is that embodying the woman who knows she has whatever the fuck she wants? No, it's not. You see what I'm saying? When you're truly embodying that version of yourself, when you truly are embodying it, there is a comfortable knowing feeling that everything I do is enough. Of course it is. Because this is how I feel. This is how I think. Like, I'm the woman who has it all. I literally get whatever I want. I'm unstoppable. I am limitless. And the 3D doesn't shake you, doesn't move you. It's a knowing, it's a comfortable knowing feeling. Do you have to be that person 24/7? No. It's normal to shift through states. But it's being mindful of what state you're in. Good. All right, good, Angel, good. So it's being mindful of who you're being. If you're looking at the 3D and, we're living in fear that we're never going to have a successful business, or, I'm not doing enough for my successful business, or, SP isn't changing, or I still don't have SP back in my life. All those things, they are all products. Those thoughts are products of who you're identifying yourself as. So we want to change that shit. And think about it. when you're in a state where you know there's nothing to worry about, there's going to be nothing to worry about. Things are going to start brewing and moving when you pay attention to what state you're in. It's not about perfection. It's just about diligence. It's doing it every day. It's getting rid of the old man. It's death to the old man. The old man being your old, shitty versions with their shitty, limited beliefs that have projected out into the 3D. It's getting rid of that. It's peeling those layers off of us. That's what you're doing when you're being mindful of the state you're in. Okay? Deluxe 27, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I have noticed SP is doing everything I wanted him to do with me. Wait. Hi, Kim. I have noted SP is doing everything I wanted him to do with me with 3P. Is crazy? I've been calm. When I was desperate, I always draw him back to me. Now that I'm changing, I haven't drawn him back. So I think what you mean by that is when you were in desperate needing mode, you were able to draw him back to you. And now that I'm changing, I haven't drawn him back. Okay. All right. But that's not what's happening, though. That's not what is happening. And if you're in the mindset of that you're worried, you're concerned that you're not getting SP back because, you know, I'm not in that desperate needy space. Listen. When we change our state, when we start becoming the new version of ourselves, our SP is going to change with us and reflect that new version. Right now, you're thinking that by me changing and by me moving, I'm not getting him back. He's not coming back to me. And he's doing all the things that I'm worried about with SP. He's not doing, or 3P, he's not doing them with me. Is that a beneficial state? That's a state of the woman who doesn't get her shit still. There are infinite states. Infinite. You only ever hear me talking about victim state and the woman or man who has it all state because it's easier for me. Because I'm talking to a whole bunch of people all at once. But do you know how many victim states there actually are? It's an umbrella. An umbrella. That's why I call it victim state. But there are infinite. Infinite. So you've gone from desperate, needy victim state to I'm not so desperate and needy victim state, but I'm shitting myself because it looks like SP's doing everything I want him to do with me with her state. You're identifying yourself as the woman who still doesn't get what she wants. Infinite states. Okay? Infinite. Go back to work, Deluxe. You're evolving. It's working. Keep going. This is for all of you. Okay, not just Deluxe. It's for all of you. Stop looking at your fucking 3D for validation of your 1 week being in a decent state. Stop. I promise you won't have to look. You'll start getting it. Things will show up in the 3D. You don't have to look for it. And I know some of you are doing it. Stop it. Stop it. When you're looking for the validation, when you're checking up on SP, seeing what he's doing or seeing what she's doing, you are still identifying as not having. That's it. All right? Go back to work, Deluxe. Erica Zealous, thank you very much. SP Movement invited me out last night. Woo! I couldn't make it. I was an instant deflate. I couldn't make it. And now I want to invite her out. Feel good about it, but also nervous to push the 3D. I don't think you're pushing the 3D, okay? I'm going to give you like a free pass on this one. If you're feeling good about it, you know on this channel, that's the rule. That's the rule here. If you're feeling, you know, calm, why can't I get the other word out? Cool. Calm, cool, collected, you know, nothing to really worry about. It's okay. I'm going to be fine with whatever response I get. Feel free to reach out. Because you couldn't make it, do you see how I don't think this is a big deal? You couldn't make it. There was movement. That person wanted, like she wanted to see you. You couldn't make it. I see nothing wrong with you saying, hey, can we reschedule? Can we try another day? Blah, blah, blah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't overthink it. Go with how you feel. There might be some normal little nervies going on just because you're reaching out. You might get a little nervous butterflies. But if you are comfortable with whatever you get for a response, you'll be okay. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. If you were like daily poke, daily poke, I would tell you to quit fucking touching that 3D. But I don't think you're doing that. There's nothing wrong with asking for the rain day or a rescheduled day because you couldn't make it. Go for it. Honestly. Okay? Kim, remember how I just said the meaning was SP was mad at 3P and I am his rock? Yes. Well, he just called me to dump on me about how lazy 3P is and he never feels good enough on other things. Mic drop. Mic drop. Well done. Well done, roving raven. Okay? So, Erica, go for it. Nicole Batch. Oh, no, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Brace yourselves, guys. Fucking Nicole Batch is back. Is your middle name Cheddar Cheese? Because you're looking extra sharp today. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He wanted more space. They are fucking terrible. They are where are you getting these? They are terrible. You are torturing me. You are torturing me. Jesus. Google. Where's Hawkeyes? She needs to take care of that. Keisha Chanel, thank you very much. My 3P. My 3P in my situation is my SP loves to drink. He hasn't drunk alcohol for 2 weeks. Then had several drinks last night. I didn't react, but he kept apologizing. He said that was his last drink. Any tips? Get back to focusing on him being drink free, alcohol free. Get back to focusing. Listen. You're on your bridge of incidents. Don't look at it as manifestation failure. Reading all those. Thanks, Hawkeyes. Take care of it. Take care of the dad jokes on Google. Yeah. Keisha, don't look at it as manifestation failure. Think of it as you're on your bridge of incidents. No, Jess. No, you did not. Jess, don't you start. Did you fall from the vending machine? Because you looking like a snake. Oh, my God. Don't you start to. Keisha, you were pissed, but you didn't react. Good. Good. Go back to being on your game. Okay? Go back to being on your game. Remember, you're on your bridge of incidents. It's a natural bridge of incidents. I'm laughing. Everybody else fucking laughing. You're on your bridge. He's changing. He went 2 weeks with nothing, okay? So he had another fuckery. He had another fuck moment, right? That's okay. You're still on your bridge. You know, he's conforming. He is. Don't give up. Don't assume manifestation failure. Go back on your game. It is working. It's no different than when people are manifesting an SP with an actual 3P. Like, I mean, granted, alcohol is your 3P, but I'm saying like a physical person 3P. It's no different, especially like when, you know, they get in touch with SP, things are moving, and then SP will bring up 3P or bring up the name of the 3P. It feels like manifestation failure, but it's not. You're just on your bridge of incidents. Eventually, it's going to be out of your awareness and it will be out of your 3D. So keep going. Okay? Don't look at it as it's failing. It's not. Roving Raven, fuck me, don't you start to. I can only handle one horrible dad joke person. Okay? Maggie May, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Is it necessary to actually feel what it would be like if I had my manifestation? When I ask myself what I would feel, I come up with answer, but don't actually feel those emotions and feelings. The reason why I suggest trying to feel it is because it's a focal point and it's like you are embodying in that moment. So I wouldn't be hard on yourself that you can't feel it. I'm going to ask you this. So when you ask yourself, how would it feel? And you feel nothing. Where is your mind going after that? Is it going right back into, but I don't have it yet? It's not here yet. Do you see what I'm saying? Where is your mind going? When you think about being the version of yourself right now that does not have that manifestation, what does that feel like to you? You see what I'm saying? I think that maybe we're not paying attention to how we feel. But when you think about a specific person being with somebody else, all of us, there's a feeling in our body. Even if it's just a quick little jolt in our stomach or a sadness on the inside, you feel it somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. So if you get nothing and it's just indifference inside your body, indifference, nothing, no little nothing, I wouldn't look at it as, oh my God, I can't embody the state. I would just keep plugging away at stepping into that version of yourself. But I would be more mindful of your body, where you're feeling any emotion in your body. Where, you know, what thoughts do draw some feeling from your body? Any thoughts? And start paying more attention to that. The reason why I'm pushing on that is only because it helps. It gives you a focal point. It gives you something to strive for. And you're really stepping into that version of yourself. And it's helpful. It's helpful knowing that feeling exists. But at the same time, perhaps, before we just chug this off as, you know, you're doing something wrong, let's look at it like this. You know, sometimes when we're manifesting someone that we've already been in a relationship with, sometimes maybe it's easy for us to just get into that natural feeling state. So maybe because if you've had a connection with this SP, you already know what it's like to have a long, you know, loving, fulfilling relationship with the person. Maybe you're just stepping into, like I suggested earlier in the stream, what it would feel like if it was a month or two down the road. Maybe it's just that. Maybe you're just there. So it just feels natural for you to be with that person. Do you see what I'm saying? So maybe it's just that. I would not automatically start thinking you're doing things wrong. I wouldn't. But I would just start for shits and giggles so we can see if it's just you're feeling natural about having the person back, or we can't get there at all, manifestation wise. Don't start telling yourself that. You know what I mean? Let's start, when you think of SP and it's not in the kind of thoughts we want, it's the yucky thoughts, pay attention to where you feel that in your body. Maybe I'm just not recognizing feelings because they're not overly excited or happy. And listen, not everybody's going to have the same exact feeling either. Not everybody is. And that's okay too. We're all individuals on the journey. I don't want you to look at it as you know, I'm not feeling anything, so now my manifestation isn't going to work. Don't do that to yourself. We are all individuals. Listen, that's the whole reason why we make the rules individually in our reality. It's because we literally are our own individual God selves. So how I feel embodying a state might not be how you feel. Do you see what I mean? So just let's not go even into the territory that I don't feel anything, it's not working. Nope, it's still working. But if you're determined that you want to feel something that I'm talking about, then it's just start paying more attention of the opposite, meaning when a shit thought comes in, where do you feel it? See what I'm saying? Gigi, thank you very much. Hey Kim, I script and affirm daily for multiple manifestations. I was really trusting in the unseen, but as time goes on, I'm starting to doubt and worry. It's been almost a year without much movement. Okay, I script and affirm daily for multiple manifestations. So are we saying that absolutely none of the things that you've scripted and affirmed for daily have manifested at all? So let me ask you this. Same question I asked somebody else earlier. If I had the ability to go through your mind for the last year, or whenever you started your scripting journey, if I was able to access all of your thoughts for the last year, what would I see? What percentage of beneficial state filled with beneficial thoughts am I going to see you having in comparison to the not beneficial side? Who's got more? Who's got more of your time? The side that I don't have what I want, this isn't working, I'm starting to worry that manifestation isn't working for me, or I must be doing something wrong, this is taking too long. Is it there? Or have you actually been in some form of a beneficial state? Yeah, what would y'all do if I had the ability to get into your minds and actually see where you've been? So really pay attention to that. What has sparked you even thinking nothing's working, or I'm getting concerned? What sparked that? A thought sparked you thinking in that direction. What was it? See what I'm saying? Gigi, you see what I'm saying? No response, Gigi? Nothing, Gigi? You got nothing? Going once. Going twice. Sold. Going to the next one. Salty. Thank you very much. SP isn't texting or asking me out. Had good movement though. SP isn't texting or asking me out, but I had good movement though. I don't know how to take that. I don't know. Is this good? Is that good? I mean, it's great that you got movement, but I don't understand that SP isn't texting or asking me out, but I got movement though. That's I don't know how to respond to you. Congrats on the movement. Yeah? So are we worrying about SP isn't texting or asking you out? Are you worrying about that? Hmm? I was confident at the beginning, but just as time went on, more doubts crept in. Well, then there you go, sister. Well, there you go. You're in a shite state. Our 3D is always reflecting back the state we're embodying. Always. The thoughts we're having is always a product of what state we're embodying. Okay? We'll keep persisting and working on states. You are welcome, Gigi. Sasha Louise. Thank you very much. I want to be married, chosen, and adored. SP lives far away with 3P and doesn't communicate a lot. How do I process the 3D when I notice he's not here or we haven't talked? Thank you so much. Love you. Okay. I wish I had the ability to make all of you not care about your 3D. That's what I wish. I wish I could manifest that. Your 3D and what you're experiencing, I realize isn't what you want, and I know that. And I know it's frustrating. I know it's upsetting when there's nothing in our human 3D vision, right? But there's literally always movement. There's always something happening. You have no clue what's going on between your SP and the 3P. You have no idea. You have no idea. Something's always happening. Always. Something's always happening. So how you would process the 3D is I would be, fuck that 3D. I don't give a shit about that fucking 3D. That 3D does not control me getting my manifestation. Who controls that? Me. Me. So I would be, listen, I know it's frustrating. You want to hear from your SP. I know you do. But when we're asking that question, that's your answer. You know what state you're in. You're in a state where you don't think, you're not embodying that version of yourself. You don't think it's working. You don't think SP is going to, choose you, be with you, marry you, all the things. Right? So we know that the best thing to do is get into the version of ourselves that has our shit. Doesn't worry about the 3D, because we know that 3D has got to reflect what state we're in. And if it has to reflect what state we're in, then it's going to show me something that says everything's working out perfectly. Of course, I'm going to get what I want. So when we're worrying about it, right? We're looking at it. We are looking for validation because we're too connected to it. We're too stuck on it. And I know, look, it's one of the most common questions. Well, how do I deal with it? How do I deal with the 3D when I got to live in the 3D? I have to deal with seeing that I don't have my stuff yet. How do I handle that? How do I pretend that that's not bothering me? It's called, that's you choosing to be the version of yourself that doesn't get what you want. And I know that sounds so fucking like I just don't even care. No, it's because that is what it is. When you are, and Sasha, honey, I'm not at you about this. This is for everybody. When you're getting up every day and selecting to be the version of yourself that doesn't see anything out here, that thinks nothing's happening, that I'm never going to get what I want, it's not working, I don't see movement, I see nothing, I'm probably just wasting my time here. That's you having one leg in and one leg out. Half-assing it. And half-assing it's going to get you half-ass results. And it's going to put you into panic overdrive, wondering if you're just being delusional and wasting your time. And it's just not true. It's just not true. The idea is to really, this is why I tell you guys to remind yourself of who you are. Who you are in this equation. You're not just Sasha Louise, chick who doesn't get what she wants, trying to manifest and is never going to get what she wants. No, you're Sasha Louise who has God or source or whatever you believe in inside of you. That's how you have the ability to manifest. You have that within you. You're fucking unstoppable. You're limitless. And whether you believe it or not, every fucking day, you are selecting the reality to walk into. You're selecting the version of yourself that you're going to embody and see yourself or identify yourself as. It's you choosing it every single day. Every single day. So when you're looking at the 3D for the validation that it's working, you are wasting your fucking time. That is you serving two gods. That is serving two. We cannot serve two masters. We cannot serve two gods. We must choose one and stay there. You have complete control. When you stop letting 3D throw you off and you choose to stand firm in who you are and what identity you're identifying yourself with every day. You stand firm no matter what is out here. It has to change. It's not optional. Listen, there's no such thing as embodying the version of yourself that has what you want. There's no such thing as actually embodying that state and then not getting what you want out here. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. I am comfortably telling you that doesn't happen. What's probably happening is you're getting thoughts that belong to the old 3D world or from limited people who do not know what they're talking about when it comes to manifestation. For example, things like, well, maybe that person's just not meant for you. Maybe this is the universe's sign that you should go pick somebody else. Maybe this is God's way of protecting you from a bad situation from happening. So go focus over there instead. Go choose somebody else. Or, hey, it's this or something better. Y'all know that we all roll back to those limited beliefs, those limited thoughts. Limited thoughts. Yes, limited thoughts. They are not true. But it is the law of assumption. It is the law of assumption. It is whatever you believe. Whatever you believe to be true will be true. So if we consistently look at our 3D and say, fuck it, it's not working. It's fucking not working. It's not here yet. It's not working. It's the law of assumption. What you believe will be true. Okay? So immerse yourself into the version of yourself that gets what she wants. She doesn't have to fucking worry about SP being in another country or SP being with somebody else. That doesn't matter. That's a simple product of your old shitty thinking, of the old shitty state you were embodying. And if you've had a healthy fear of SP being with somebody else, it's not going to be a shocker when it shows up. But you can undo that entire situation without even blinking. I'm telling you, you can. But it is standing firm. It's standing firm and refusing to allow the 3D to throw you off. It's refusing. And it's completely immersing yourself within yourself, looking at yourself, seeing what those limited beliefs you have, seeing them and dealing with them, facing them, so we can peel off those shitty layers and allow you to shift your state. Period. Okay? So you can have all those things, Sasha, Louise. You can. There's nothing that I would ever tell anybody, no, you can't have that. No, we can't manifest that. We can't do that. No, you can have whatever you want. But you've got to see yourself as that version that has those things. It's your job to be in your end, to see things from the end of having. It's your job to do that. Your job is not to be married to the 3D. That's not part of the job. That's not part of the job requirements. That was not on the paperwork when we hired you for the job. Staring at the 3D, worrying about the 3D. And if the, listen. When you want a product, when you want some fucking new, I don't know, laundry detergent, and you want a specific one, you go to the fucking superstore, right? The supermarket, and it ain't there. Do we start shitting ourselves, worrying, oh my God, they discontinued it. The 1 cent I love, they discontinued it. They don't have it no more. They're not making Tide anymore. It's not working. No, we don't do that. Maybe we'll go to the next store. Maybe we'll get on our fucking phone and look to see if we can just order that shit and guess, boom, everybody else has got it in stock. We ain't got to worry about it. We don't give up just because we don't see shit out here. We keep going. Kim, are you a witch? I would be absolutely happy and pleased to be a witch. I love anything Halloween. So, but this is a store to purchase, you know, like candle products, just so you know. Okay, Witch City Wicks is where you get smell me goods. But it would not hurt my feelings if I woke up tomorrow as a witch. No, it would not hurt my feelings. But I don't pretend to know a lot of things about witch stuff, but I am fascinated. Like my checkbook is old witch pictures. Because I just love, I'm fascinated by it all. But I don't call myself one, you know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't hurt my feelings if I was one. Okay. Yeah, Hello Kitty witch, damn right. I have an obsession with Halloween things as well, just so you know. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Sasha, okay? I'm already having Halloween fever. Oh my God, plant-based meows. Me too, you have no idea. You have no idea. I'm obsessed. Hence my shirt. I'm in the mood. My little closet that's in the foyer when you walk in, you can smell it. It's on where I keep all my, you know, wax charts and my candle. Oh my God, it smells so good. But it smells dominantly of Halloween scents. What are Halloween scents? I don't know, like either a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of candy corn, a little bit of patchouli, like from Witch's Brew. It smells so good. I'm ready. I want summer gone. I'm ready for fall. Anyway. All right, Sasha. Come on, guys. I can't wait for Halloween either. Okay. Yes and no. Halloween scents to me are like herbs. Some, yes, but not all. I still want some like candy flavors, like, or not flavors, scents. Like I still need some candy corn scented things. Okay, but I do agree there are some, yeah. Go to Witch City Wicks. I'm telling you right now, they got it all. You know what I'm saying? Along with, and I'm waiting, Washington Wicks. I'm waiting for them to restock, damn it. They've got the good shit. They even do a whole Coraline. You know the movie Coraline? They do a whole Coraline. Whatchamacallit? Like, what's it called? What's it called? Not season. You know, when OPI comes out with, like right now, I think it was Xbox. Collection. All right? They do all, it's like all Halloween themed scents, but they're restocking, so they're closed right now. But Washington Wicks, damn, they're good. I buy one of everything. And I'm down to my, like, the onesies left. I need some more. But they've won something called, like, with Sasquatch. Something with Sasquatch. I can't think of it. Oh my God, it smells so fucking good. Anyway. Yeah, collection. Thank you. Which City Wix is in Salem. You can order online, though, girl. You can order online. You can order online. Okay. Listen, if anybody else knows any other Halloween or, you know, Halloween predominant type of scents, candles, smell me goods, please share it with me. Please let me know if you know of anybody else other than Witch City Wix and Washington Wix. I'm down. Let me know about it, please. And if you're a Halloween lover like me, man, let's connect. Okay. Salty again. He does talk to me a lot at work and is very attentive, but not much out of work. Okay, so that's what you mean by you're getting movement, is what you're saying, right? Okay. So he's not texting you or asking you out, but you're getting movement from him at work. Okay. So, yes, Luna, October. I'm not an October baby, though, but I wish I was. That's a story in itself. Hold on, Salty, I'll get to you. That's a story in a goddamn self. Let me tell you a fucking story, okay? This is back before my manifestation days, damn it. And I know it's my fault because I kept marinating on how I wasn't getting what I wanted. And had I known about manifestation, I would have gotten what I wanted because I would have known where to focus. But when I was pregnant, okay, my son's, whatchamacallit, you know, my due date was October 22nd. Well, I knew because my mother and my sister, all of their babies, I'm one of those babies from my mom, were late. So I knew ahead of time I'm going to be late. I probably manifested that shit. I'm aware, okay? And, you know, this is 20-something years. My son's going to be 21. So 21 years ago, okay? Maybe technology wasn't as good back then, but I had to come in because I reached my due date and I still was heavily pregnant and no movement. So they did a sonogram on my ass, okay? Not on my ass, literally. I mean, but, you know, they did a sonogram. Because they're going to guess how big he is. And if he was 8 pounds and under, they were going to induce me for regular birth. And if he was over 8 pounds, they were going to schedule C-section. And I'm like, yeah. Because in my mind, I'm like, I get to pick the fucking date. So I'm fine with that. Because I wanted him to be born on Halloween. So I was excited. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, good. I'm down for this. But I wanted to be scheduled for a C-section. That's the truth. I did not want natural birth. Okay, I wanted C-section. All right? So, I know you guys don't care, but I'm sharing this fucking story, okay? Because I'm mad. So, of course, they do a sonogram, and technology must not have been that fucking great then. Because they said he was under 8 pounds. So I was pissed. Because now I knew they were going to induce me for regular labor that I did not want. Because I was not strong enough to be having no regular labor. I didn't want to push shit out of there. No. I was pissed. But a little bit happy. I'm like, good, okay, I'm going to pick the date. So he gets his calendar on. Doctors, you know, he's scheduling. I'm like, I want October 31st. Thank you. I want October 31st. No, we can't do that. My next available, you know, judging by how, you know, what, I don't know, all the medical terms, how you are now, November 2nd. I'm like, November fucking 2nd? No offense to you, November 2nd, people. November 2nd? Oh, what about the fucking October 31st? There's a whole point of me getting to the point where I'm getting what I want. It's 2 weeks late, right? October 31st. So I didn't get what I wanted. I was pissed, but if I had known about manifestation, I would have gotten what I wanted. The only thing I did get was when I had to come in to be induced, I never dilated. With them poking and prodding me and sticking me with shit, I never, ever dilated. So I ended up getting the C-section I wanted, which therefore I probably could have still gotten my October 31st. So all I got out of it was the C-section. It's fine. But still. That's my October. That's my Halloween rant. I wanted to be able to have, well, listen, I still got what I want because what I wanted was I wanted to have, you know, Halloween birthday parties, Halloween themed things. Yeah. Because I was excited. But we still did it. We would celebrate his birthday early. then before, obviously before November 2nd, so we could have Halloween birthday parties. I had already bought the Halloween pumpkin baking sheet so I could make a pumpkin birthday cake. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what? I mean, November 2nd is Day of the Dead in Mexico. I did not know that. I mean, I knew the Day of the Dead existed. I didn't know it was November 2nd. But, for what? This is what I was bringing up the technology for. My son was not under 8 motherfucking pounds. He was 9'11" and a quarter. Could have got what I wanted from them anyway. All right, back to Salty. He does talk to me a lot at work and is very attentive, but not much out of work. Oh, Salty, you were buying all sorts of shit over here. All right, hold on. Had to send chats in chunks, but SP isn't showing up completely, but is coming through in other issues with no texting or seeing each other at work. Sorry for all chats. Don't be sorry for all the chats. Don't worry about that. I gotta take a drink though, Salty. I gotta take a drink. I'm wondering, is there any chance you guys could give me likes? There's 304 of you here. Could somebody slam me with a like? 120 of you have, and I appreciate it. Okay? Could you hook a bitch up? Please? Ooh, thank you. It's going up. Thank you. Thank you. You went from 125 to 131 on my end. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. I get so excited when that fucking flies up. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the original 121 of you. I appreciate you. Thanks, guys. Look at that. I get so... Did you see how... Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Fandom Geek, I would. Yes. You guys, thank you. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Oh my God, I almost blocked you, Fandom Geek. I'm sorry. Look at that number now. Sorry, anybody from TikTok, I get distracted by the fun stuff like that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Look at that now. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Don't go. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go back to Salty because I won't be able to keep looking at that. I'm going to keep looking at it, though. Thank you so fucking much. I mean it. Thank you so much. All right. And the reason why, listen, you guys know I don't normally ask for the likes, but I did not know that likes help get the videos out. I didn't know that. I don't pay attention to shit like that. But I guess it helps my videos go. So I would like the videos to go. More people need to know how to fucking manifest the right way. Which tool we don't do on Okay. Stupid YouTube. Yeah, Lisa. Oh my God, one more. It's so fucking exciting. It went over. It went over. Thank you so much, guys. It's made my fucking day. Like that? There. I'm satisfied. Thank you so much. All right, I ain't gonna watch it no more because I get childlike. Okay. Salty. Back to you. So you're getting movement, all right? But you're not getting the outside of work movement, so you're getting frustrated, and I get that. And Jen, Elvira, I have not skipped you. I just decided to read all of hers at once. Or his or hers. I can't tell. His or hers, doesn't matter. So, Salty, what I would like you to stop doing is marinating on how you're not getting out of work contact. I don't want you to focus there. I know it's easy for me to say, right? I know, Heaven, I'm trying to focus. It's hard for me to focus. Okay. So, back to what I was saying, Salty. That's me focusing. It's time for you to start seeing yourself, just like I've been telling everybody else. You got to start seeing yourself as the version of yourself. Thank you, sissy. that actually has the relationship with your person. But I'm not, listen, I want to make it clear. You're getting movement. This is good. So don't start shitting on yourself and saying you've been doing everything wrong, because that's not the case. You're getting movement, okay? But now it's time to drop the story that SP isn't contacting you outside of work. SP's not doing anything outside of work. You gotta drop that. I want you to look at your 3D. Now, granted, when I say that, what I'm about to say, please understand, it's not that I don't think that instant manifestations can't happen. Yes, they can. I believe that. We can have our entire 3Ds flip on their head and show up beautifully tomorrow. So just because I talk about the bridge of incidents doesn't mean I don't believe that that's possible, because I do. But when we're getting frustrated with the 3D and, you know, whatever movement we're looking for, I want you to look at it as I'm currently on my bridge of incidents. I'm on my bridge of incidents. There's nothing to worry about. I'm getting that manifestation. You're getting movement at work. You're getting movement. So it's not all bad. Don't look at it that way. Things are playing out in a natural, believable bridge of incidents. The moment will happen when the exchange of numbers, if that hasn't already happened, that'll happen. The moment of when he finally asks you out, it's going to happen. It's your job to start seeing yourself or thinking of yourself, embodying the version of yourself that has the connection outside of work. Stop focusing on your 3D. Focusing on what we don't want or what we're disappointed with in the 3D is not serving us. It's just bringing us more of it. It's keeping us from shifting into the state where we have our shit, or the version of ourselves that has our shit. So no more discussing it. Oh, thank you, love. I'll take that, sexy librarian. Yes, please. Okay. Start seeing yourself as that version. Of course he's going to ask you out. Of course he is. But is that your end goal? Just getting the date? Or is your end goal to be with that person? Are they just slow right now? Are they just slow? Is it just slow right now in your 3D? It's just so slow. How often are you thinking and speaking that way? That's exactly the stuff I'm talking about. No more. You're getting movement. Things are moving along quickly. Of course it is. Because you are stepping into that new version of yourself. Okay? No more saying that nothing's happening outside of work. Things are slow right now. No more of that. Okay? Oh, thank you, Serena. Look at you being my new best friend. Friends for life. Kim's looking so youthful and glowy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Salty? Stop selecting. Stop identifying yourself as the woman who's everything's slow right now. Everything's slow right now. I got nothing outside of work. Stop seeing yourself as that version. Okay. Sasha Louise again. Love and appreciate you so much. I'm so excited for coaching, so thank you. Thank you so much, Sasha Louise. Thank you. Jen Elvira. Kim. I'm crying all the time. But my SP is so loving towards me. He told me he wants to marry me and have kids. Only wants me. What's happening? You're crying all the time, but everything's going the way you want in your mind. I mean, in your 3D. Why are you crying? What are the thoughts that are on your mind? When are you crying? What is the thought right before the tears? Are you shifting? Is it nothing more than that? Are we just shifting? Is it nothing? You feel like it? You feel like you're shifting? So nothing's on your mind, and then you start crying. Or you wake up crying, like waking up emotional. Is any of that happening? Because I will tell you, you know, first of all, you got to keep in mind when I'm talking about manifesting and how to do it, I'm talking to this large group of you. So we talk about shifting states, but because I'm talking to a large group, we don't always get into details of like my entire journey. And we often only talk about like shifting a state and being done. And that's not necessarily the case. When we are on an awakening journey, yes, we're manifesting our desires. And yes, the idea is to shift your state into the version of you that has what you want, or, you know, that has that desire. But it's not like the journey ends there. It doesn't. Hopefully, we keep evolving. We keep shifting. And I don't want you to think this happens every time you shift your state. It didn't happen to me every time I shifted my state, but it did happen to me a few times where I would get very emotional over nothing. Like nothing's happening in the 3D. My SP is, you know, the most wonderful version of himself. I'm literally getting and manifesting everything I want. But I will still go through what I refer to as like the shifting moment, a shifting moment. Where, so I'm like, you know, leveling up or elevating again. And I will get emotional over nothing, like waking up and crying. And ironically, I was just asked about this in my channel membership, our rescheduled session yesterday. And so I know other people are feeling it too. And I have friends on the manifestation journey who've experienced it as well. I think it's nothing more than you're shifting. You're shedding layers. You're shedding more limiting beliefs. We don't stop evolving because we manifest in the thing we've been working on. We hopefully you're staying on the journey and still evolving. The idea is we evolve to the point that we make it to, you know, either like the source, God, blah, blah, blah. We're going to continue growing and evolving and shifting all the way till we get home. Whatever home is to you. Home to me is back to God, or back to source, back to one, right? To the one consciousness, to where we shed the meat suit, right? So if there's nothing happening and you're not just simply, you know, girl to girl here, you're not just having some, you know, hormonal monthly thing, and it's just your emotional, it's probably that you're shifting. It's not a bad thing. I know it feels weird, especially to be upset over nothing. And it's not the excitement, and it's not exciting happy tears. It's just emotional, almost gut-wrenching emotions. You're shifting. That's been my experience. But I definitely want to say it hasn't been every single time I've shifted have I had this emotional moment. No, not every single time, but it's happened more than once to me. And the reason why I was able to identify that it was me shifting is because my 3D will change again for the better. Which, it's always a reflection of our state. So for what it's worth, it could be that. Sarah J, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. If we shift into the state of having our desire, do we not have to address limiting beliefs, as those don't exist in the new state? So, well, first of all, we're never ever, until we elevate off, you know, shedding the meat suit, we're always going to be ever moving, evolving, and we're never going to hold that state, that woman or man who has it all state, 24/7. I know sometimes we hear of God state. There is no God state. God has created all the states, or your source has created all the states, for what it's worth. But we are ever evolving until we shed the meat suit back to God, back to your source, whatever you believe in. But like I was just saying, that even when I've attained everything I've manifested, we keep evolving. So it's like you get in deeper into whatever other beliefs are attached to whatever the new dwelling state is or the new victim state is for you. It's a process. It's a process. Being able to get and stay in that state is amazing, but no one stays in it 24/7. Our base level, our dwelling state shifts and evolves with us, but obviously there's always going to be something because we still have our ego. It's like, think of it as, and this is not, I am not the one who came up with this, and I just cannot remember. Somebody else said it, and I cannot for the life of me remember where I read it. But it's like peeling layers off an onion. We're going to be peeling those layers until we shed the meat suit. So hopefully that makes sense. That's why I tell you that the goal isn't for you to stay in the woman or man who has it all 24/7 state, because nobody does. We shift all the time. The goal is to change your dwelling state. That levels up as you get to that state. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Sparkle Glider, thank you very much. My SP is a celebrity, but I actually don't like watching him in anything. I think part of me enjoys the longing. Hope to shift soon. You think you enjoy the longing. Well, that goes down to my theory of people enjoy victim state. People enjoy victim state. Think about it. I was in love with my victim state. Remember, there's infinite states. So, not to say that you're in a state where you're never seeing yourself as having your desire, but that longing feeling, that's just like people loving the chase. Loving the chase. Some people love but they pretend they don't, or while they're in the midst of living it, they don't admit this. But let me give you an example. When I was younger, like when I was in my teenage years, when I would, imagine my, I don't know, like say love relationships. I was a little kid though, So let's look at like 13, 14, 15 years old. I would, daydream, use my imagination of what I thought TV love or movie love looked like. And in my mind, in my imagination, it was always, I would be in this relationship. I was usually with the drummer from Rat or Robin Crosby from Rat. It was always me imagining I was in a relationship with Robin Crosby from Rat. And he would love me, but then he would have to hurt my feelings. He would have to cheat on me and choose another love. And I would be devastated. And then he would come back to me. Do you hear the drama in my imagination as a child? There's a lot more of us that think that way or thought that way in our younger years. And it's become a product or the repetition, or we see the cycle of similar behaviors over and over and over and over and over and over again in our relationships. So some of us love the victim state. When I bring up the chase, when I bring up things like that, like some of us love to be the victim. This is where you wake up and hopefully get over that and shed that so you actually can experience what you want. But I'm telling you right now, I must have been like, I loved drama. I loved they had to chase after me and prove their love to me. I was always in relationships with musicians, stars, though, superstars, just saying. Or, once I got out of junior high, I was done with Robin Crosby, and I had moved on to Dave Gahan for Depeche Mode. Okay, I loved him. I loved him, and I wanted him to chase me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be chased. I never did get Dave Gahan. I would love to meet him someday. Just saying. Okay, does that make sense? So it's sounding like Sparkle Glider. You're in a little victim state. This longing. Longing isn't fun. Unless you're in a state that you love it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. B. Givka. Thank you very much. Well, I tried to type a different question 3 times, and each time you answered them in that moment. So thank you. Here's my last one. SP saying things that are out of character. Lovey things a few times. Is it movement or no? Yeah, it's movement. Yeah, it's movement. Yes. Wait, I'm reading these. Chase me, chase me, chase me. Oh. My victim mode was I love to chase. I was a track star. I was running so much. I had a big crush on 89 James Hetfield from Metallica. Love it. Yes, Dave Gahan. Oof. Sexy bitch that he is. Or I would have taken, listen, sometimes I saw myself with Dave Vanian from The Damned as well. Maybe I had a thing for Dave's. I don't know. But I loved Dave Vanian from The Damned. That fucking white stripe in his hair. I just loved him. So, just saying. Okay, so yeah, big gift card, that's definitely movement. If he's showing signs of his lovey-dovey side, if it's lovey-dovey side, yeah, it's a good thing. It was a good thing. Very, very good thing. It's movement. Keep doing what you're doing. That's you on your bridge of I almost said bridge of answers. Bridge of incidents. Oh, God, it's fucking funny. Dave Grohl. Yes, but hear me out, okay? When I was in high school, and this carried into my 20s, so I can't even lie and pretend I'm not this way. Okay, I had a thing, okay? Like, I was a music snob when I was in high school. So I couldn't stand anybody liking the same music as me unless you were in my friend circle. Okay, I couldn't stand it. So we liked Nirvana because, you see, we had friends that worked in record stores. Like, we had connects. Not really. Not really. We were just in the record store so fucking much that you get to know fucking cashiers and shit. But we had that Nirvana, at least for our local area, before the radio started playing Nirvana. We had it. We had that album before it was boof in our local area. So I was a snob about people getting into, I couldn't even stand the word grunge because that was our music. It was being stolen from us, right? So we liked Nirvana until it got mainstream. Then we had no, fuck that shit. Even though secretly still loved them, of course. But that meant I would shun. If you brought up Nirvana around me, you were shunned. Because we called you a poser. You only like music that's played on the radio, you poser. I don't know what my problem was, okay? I was not the brightest. But that was my attitude. I was a music snob. Or then I would like, oh yeah, well name some albums, name some songs other than Smells Like Teen Spirit, poser. You know what I'm saying? And then my music interest went into, original punk music. What? We would been besties? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, name 3 songs? No, you name me all the songs in a row. Exactly how they're listed on the album. We didn't have cell phones, so you couldn't cheat and look that shit up. Name them right in front of me right now. Because if you were a real fan, you would know it all. You would know it by heart. Poser. If my best friend is watching this, she is dying and she's laughing because she knows I would verbally destroy people. Oh yeah, you like them so much? You do? Yeah? Name me all the band members. Tell me what brand they're using as well. What's their favorite brands? Every album. All songs in order. Name them. That was me. You know what I'm saying? I was a jerk. I was. Probably still am. Is it Kathy? Kathy, this name, I'm sorry if I butcher it. Kathy Podile? Hey, Kip. SP is conforming in everything, but not for commitment and marriage. He is still repeating the pattern. I'm not sure if he wants any relationship in marriage. Able to manifest everything else. Let's start over. And by the way, we weren't like that. We were like that with Pearl Jam as well. Okay? When they got too mainstream for the area, I would destroy people. So we would have to shun. And nobody dared bring up Alice in Chains around me because they all knew that was my band. Tool and Alice in Chains. You say anything about them around me when I was in high school, I would verbally, I'd make you cry. Don't fuck with my bands. Okay? It was so stupid. I swear, it was like I was calling someone a poser every 10 minutes. Or, yeah, whatever, poser. Whatever. You don't know nothing. Hopefully none of my, like, high school connections show up here and start destroying me. All right. Well, I tried to... No, that would be difficult. Sorry. Hey, Kim. SP is conforming in everything, but not for commitment and marriage. He is still repeating the pattern of not sure if he wants any relationship in marriage. Able to manifest everything else. Yeah, you can manifest this too. Yeah, you don't know nothing. I was terrible. It's embarrassing now when I think about it. Whatever, poser. You're a poser. You don't know nothing. Oh, God. Sometimes I think about some of the things like that and I get red. Like I get embarrassed thinking about it. Okay. So, yeah, listen. And I'm going to say your name's Kathy because I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to pretend I can. So we're going to say Kathy. Listen, it's you accepting and giving free will back to your SP. It's you accepting that they're saying they're not ready for a commitment. Okay. When I say accept, I don't mean for you to look at them and say, I don't accept that. That's not what I mean. What I mean is in your mind. Okay, Regina George. Was I the punk rock version of Regina George? Probably. When it came to music, I was. There were certain bands, don't you dare pretend you like them because you don't, you liars. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Okay, so you can accept and like respect what he's saying to your face, but in the moment, you should be up here, you should be revising on the spot. When he's telling you that he doesn't want commitment, he's not ready for a relationship, no, he's in love with me. He's in love with me and loves being committed to me. He loves being in this relationship with me, okay? You should revise on the spot. And then when you're away from him, when you're going back to living life, you stay into embodying the version of yourself that has the relationship with him. Stop seeing, see, when we are listening to their every word and think that, okay, that's final. He said he doesn't want a relationship. That's it. Manifestation over. He doesn't want a relationship. He's not ready for commitment. No, that's you accepting the version they are. And I mean, like, listen, I don't mean that we'd say something, to their faces about it. I loved Beastie Boys. Thank you very much. No, but sorry. That's gonna be one of them live streams, isn't it? Okay, sorry, Kathy. Our goal when manifesting anything is to be the version of ourselves that has our desires. Okay. Right now, you're being and accepting that you're the version of yourself that doesn't have shit. It's like handing the free will back to your person. within the 3D, yes, we respect what they say to us. We don't throw a hissy fit because we're not getting what we want from them in the moment. But in our heads, we know we're just on a bridge of incidents. This is just playing out. Of course I'm going to get what I want. Of course I am. Of course I am. Of course you're going to commit. You love commitment. You love being in a relationship with me, and I have nothing to worry about. And then go back to embodying the state of the woman who has what she wants. And the bridge of incidents will play out, and you shall have what you want. It can really be that simple. But it's because of our attachment to the 3D that it feels so devastatingly awful and really long. But it's not. It's only because of the filtered glasses you're wearing, right? Our state is like looking through a pair of glasses. So right now you're wearing victim glasses. Remember, we use victim as an umbrella phrase for any state where we do not feel we're getting what we want. We just umbrella phrase it, victim state, okay? So that's how you're perceiving and seeing your 3D. And because there's infinite states, clearly there's a state that exists where I get almost everything I want, just not in the love department. I can manifest everything else, but when it comes to love, I'm not getting what I want. That's a state that exists. And that's the version of the self you are right now. That's the state you're embodying. So we still need to keep working at shifting that state, peeling the layer off of yourself. That's a limiting belief. Okay? Alyssa Lauritsen, thank you very much. My SP just realized that I took him off of my socials. Too triggering. And he got mad and said, now we can't be civil. And now he doesn't care. How do I get past this? Alyssa, who's given SP free will but you? Listen, let's bring my not best friend logic back into the equation. Let's bring logic back in. Clearly, your SP gives a shit about you that they were able to even see that they were removed off your socials. Okay, now take logic back out because I don't like it. Listen, your job is to go back to work. Go back to working on yourself. Nothing's changed. Just because SP showed up and had a reaction and spewed some words from his anger emotional moment, that means nothing. That means nothing. Go back to work. This is a bridge of incidents happening here. It's a bridge of incidents. You're on the bridge. Oh, she does the slow drag, Jen? Yeah. She's trying to go fuck with that screen again. We're going to leave it there, okay? I'll talk like this so we can watch poop. Look at it. They know. They know you make the mess poop. Hi. Listen, Alyssa, you're giving your person free will right now. You're looking at them like they can't change, that you don't have the ability to manifest, and that you're not sending them, through affirmations, through your thinking, through inner conversations. It's like you think that you're not sending that. We're all connected. Every one of us, we're all connected. One consciousness. One consciousness. Your person's still connected to you. They're still getting your thoughts. So stop giving them the free will to do whatever the fuck they want. She does want my attention. Okay? Get back on your manifestation game. Get back on your manifestation game. Nothing's wrong, Alyssa. There's nothing to be afraid. If anything, that should have made you realize, holy shit. He was checking out my stuff. That's how he knows we're not connected. All right. I'm going to have to go because she's got to go out. And I got to call at fucking 3:30 anyway. Alyssa! Go back to embodying the version of you that has your shit. It's playing out right in front of you. It's your bridge of incidents. It's nothing more than that. And listen, if you're real... Poop doesn't even want me to finish my sentence. If you're really bothered by it all, go back and revise and say that he contacted you. I'm coming. Go back and revise that he said, how could you take me off socials? I love you so much. Okay? But you don't even need to revise it. I'm telling you, just go back to work. It's playing out in front of you. That was a little bit of evidence that he's checking out your shit. Okay? All right, I got to go because she's not going to stop. She wants my attention. She wants to go out. I got to call at 3:30. You know the deal. If you sent me a super chat, I will record and you will get an answer still. Okay? I don't ignore you guys. All right? And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? I love you all. Be good. Be good. Okay? Okay? Love you too. All right? I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Be good. Fuck me. Be good.